Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we'll be making this beautiful dress, okay? Please watch to the end and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you. So I started by marking my startup line and then my chest line 8.5, my bust point 10 inches, my under bust 13, my waist 16 and my hip is 24. Then the length of the dress I used 34 here and then added 1 inch. Then I joined the points, marked my shoulder 7.5 and then 2.5 for the neckline. I'm using 2.5 by 2.5 because of the collar. If you're in a big size, you can use 3 inches. But I'm using 2.5 here, so the neckline will not be big, wide. Then I came down by 1 inch for the shoulder slant. And then on the chest line, I took my shoulder measurement and joined the points together. Then I took my nipple to nipple measurement, which is 4 inches. Came up by 2 inches after the hip and still took my nipple to nipple measurement and then drew the line, joined the points together. On the waist, I labeled it, and on the waist, I went in by half inch, and the other side also came out by half inch and joined the half inch to the bust point, just like I'm doing, and then to the other point. Then on the armhole, I measured half of it, okay, and then took half inch and joined the points together to meet the bust point. Okay, then I add some inches because I'll be joining, so there will be no shortage. Then I took my bust measurement 8.5 plus 2 inches allowance on my waist measurement, and then replace the dart and then added 2 inches. My hip measurement plus 2 inches. The dart didn't reach there. Then on the length, I still took my hip measurements. If you want the size to be wide, you can maybe do on the hip 3 inches allowance and then the length 3 inches allowance, depending on how wide you want it to be. Okay, and join the points together. Then connected my armhole. Connected my armhole to the chest line. Then I cut following the lines. The style is so easy to make, okay? It's not complicated. Watch carefully and you understand. Then you cut the dart out. You cut it out and then cut every other place needed to be cut. Okay. And this is all for the front. Okay. This is the front. So we'll do the back right now. This is the back. I've already marked the lines. The neckline for the back will be 2.5 inches by 1 inch. Okay, 2.5 by 1 inch, and join. Then do your neckline. Come down by half 1 inch and mark the length. Just the same thing you did for the front. The only difference is the neckline. That's the only difference. Okay. Still take your nipple to nipple measurement. which is 4 inches. Here I use 4 inches and then connected it just like I did for the front. I connected it. For this back now, I didn't add any darts, okay? I didn't add any darts here, but you can just do the same thing you did for the front. But the back one, I didn't add that because while cutting, I'm not going to add any allowance. While cutting, I'll just cut it this way, like the way it is. I'll cut it while cutting on my fabric. I'm not going to add any allowance again. Okay, that I would have put, I will just sew it in because I'm not adding allowance while cutting. Okay, so I connected the points, my measurements, I connected them together. Please remember to add your zipper allowance. Okay, and then I cut. I got here and noticed that I didn't do the armholes. So I had to draw it and continue with cutting of the pattern. So this point that this darts for the front, this point, this dart stop, that's where the pocket is going to be. It's not like real pocket, but just something that looks like pocket, but there's no pocket there. Look at the style. So that's where the pocket, just to cover that point, the dart is going to stop. This for the front I'm talking about. Okay, so this is the front and back pattern. I measured the neckline. The front neckline I got 4.5 inches and the back neckline I got 3.5, total of 8 inches. And this is my paper. I've already folded it into two. Okay, to cut the collar. This is the collar for the dress. I took that 4 inches and then measured 2 inches extra after the 4 inches. You know it's on fold, so I'm using 4 inches instead of 8 inches. On fold is now 8 inches. Okay. So I took 3 inches for my length. Okay, you can use 2 inches depending on how the length you want it to be. Okay. So I marked the 4 inches and then connected it to that 2 inches extra added. I marked half inches just for it to have a curve. This point now I'm connecting is where it's going to sit at the neckline, while the other part is the part that will be out. Okay, I connected it and then I cut. See how simple making the collar is. It's not difficult. So I cut, you cut 4 pieces of this, and this is how it's going to be. Thank you for watching. See you in my next video.